Hello everybody, and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 1 of my Let's Play 7 Days to Die. I'm EShadow, and as you can see, I'm not in the middle of nowhere. I have not started this season at a complete fresh beginning. As you can see, I am already 7 days into this world, or in this generation, I guess I should say, considering that Navezgane is consistent throughout all worlds, and it's pretty much just playing the same map over and over again. But anyway, as you can clearly see, I've already gotten myself fairly decently established. I've already got myself the basic essentials, sets of tools, water, food, some guns and ammo, and we're pretty good off, actually. I've already built myself at least a little bit of a house. It's nothing special. In fact, I find it, in a lot of ways, looks kind of ugly, but it's at least something to begin with and make it a little easier to play. Now, if any of you are unfamiliar with why I've begun a new world, please be sure to check out the episode 24 of my season 1 of 7 Days to Die, and you will see why I've begun anew. I will probably either post a link in the description to that video, or I may just eventually repeat it at some point, but I will post a link in the description to that video. But for the most part, this game has gotten a lot harder. I will admit that. This game has gotten phenomenally harder than it was before. In fact, for the first couple attempts at even trying to play this game for another series, I died long before the first night even occurred. There are quite a few things they've changed up in this game to make it a lot more difficult to survive. First thing that they have done in order to increase the difficulty curve, you can no longer punch down trees. Now, being not a Minecraft clone, but heavily inspired by Minecraft, this game started out that you could punch down trees at the beginning to get at least some starting wood. Now, they've since removed this function, which makes getting started a hell of a lot more difficult. You can no longer, through standard means, break most blocks with your fist anymore, which makes this game a bit more of a challenge. So getting wood is no longer as easy as it used to be. You can no longer forge metal as you could before I ended the season in your inventory, which made getting iron ingots a lot more difficult. And the only way you can find to chop down trees at this point is actually by finding an axe. Finding a fire axe is the only way to chop down trees, or unless you want to shoot them down, which in my regard is kind of a waste of ammo, but whatever you want to do. So anyway, it is 7 in the morning. The sun is coming up. It's time to get moving. Now, for any of you astute players, you will see I'm actually in the middle of the desert. I've actually found in my playing so far that actually being out here is a really good place to start. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. This is a really good way to start. I pretty much positioned myself on the top of a mountain. See, my house is not all that pretty, but it's livable and it keeps me sheltered. I camped myself between a nice little town. There's a gas station over there, which I have yet to do much exploring of. Looks like they might have already blown up the gas tanks, but yeah, it's actually a nice little beginning. And as you can see, my map is correctly paralleled now. And I can see where I need to go. Now, I positioned myself right about here, so I'm not a terrible distance to get to the forest where I can get my nice green trees. The farms are up there, the towns. I will be going to Gravetown this season at some point. Probably not too far away from now. But there's a lot that has changed in this game since our last season. For instance, this isn't totally confirmed by my as of yet, but I have suspicions that some of the items in this game actually respawn on their own. Now, I'm not sure if that's a confirmed thing or if I'm just seeing things, but I think it actually happened. Hello, zombies. I've done a pretty good loot job of this area. Although I seem to keep finding stuff I either missed or didn't loot or something like that. Like, I'm pretty sure I looted most of this stuff, but every time I keep coming back in here, there's more stuff I can loot. Like I'm pretty sure I looted this safe, and there's a shotgun in here. The place I haven't checked yet is the roof of this place. And a crapper, apparently. Got a club. Load up. Because of the scarcity of items these days, you have to be a lot more careful with what you craft and build. For example, scrap iron is hell of harder to get a hold of these days. I'm also not sure if it was just the world I was running, but I also noticed another thing. These buildings are not as sturdy as they once were. I swear, there was a house I walked into, and every single step I took broke out the floor beneath me, and I ended up either on the main floor or in the basement. So either something's really fucked up with the structural integrity parameters in this game, or I have no idea. Ooh. Hello, you little bitch. Now, there's a lot of other new things that are here in this game. We've got our cooking is now in for the most part, which has added a bunch of new dynamics. So we'll see how well we integrate those. I haven't done too bad. I've done a little bit of cooking. I hunted down a deer for a nice little bit of venison steaks. And it was delicious. Alright. So we pretty much got this place covered. Now, right, there was also a few other things I wanted to mention about coming down to the desert. And why it's actually a really nice place to begin. Coming down to the desert, you have a lot of potential, at least for a much better start than anywhere else. Yes, there is some drawbacks. There aren't a readily high supply of trees here. But that's actually copable because of these. This is driftwood, or just randomly discarded chunks of dry wood, which come in very handy, especially in here. They do give you at least a little bit of basic wood to start with. You can't craft storage containers, which is a bit of a problem, I find. But at least it's something to start with. Oh, a hoe. I mean, what hoe? I mean, I did say hoe. Hoe. But it does give you at least a bit of a jump point in the desert. Now, another thing I noticed is that the spawn rate for zombies out here is a lot lower than the towns. Hell, there's a church down the road that I've been trying to travel to, and this guy just doesn't want to die. What the fuck? I shoot a cacti. Yes, I did. Fucking loot physics. There's nothing even in them. Damn. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, there are just some areas that are so overpacked with zombies that you can't even get near them. And it's really frustrating. So, my suggestion, come down to the desert, loot to your heart's content, grab as much of your dry wood as possible, and just go to town. And there's also a couple of other new things with the version or Alpha 7 update, which does give you a lot of new functions to help you survive. For example, there is now the ability to sneak, which gives you pretty much a Skyrim-like eye vision, like that. And it tells you, are you being hunted? Are you concealed? Are you detected? Like, are you at risk of being caught? Which, it does come in handy, actually, to know when it's a good idea to lay low and hide for the night. Because the one thing I didn't like before is that the zombies seem to always know where you are. This looks like a spawn point for dogs. Which one to bet? They've made like these pile-up areas. Apparently these are good zombie dog spawns. And that would be a dog barking. That would probably be family returning home. I mean, family returning home. I don't know what you're talking about. My family's dead. This is a zombie apocalypse. Check around. Ooh, guns and ammo, which I can't pick up. Excellent. Time to get out. What the hell is that? Oh, it's the factory. Now, while I'm out here, it's not a bad idea to loot. Not a bad idea to loot as much of this as I can. Hopefully that dog will be silent in a moment. Gonna loot as much of this as I can. Now they have changed it a bit to where it doesn't spawn normal stuff. Hang on one sec, folks. I gotta deal with something. Be right back. Sorry about that, folks. Alright. So we don't have a whole lot of time left for the day. Where? Hello? Oh god. Oh god. This could be bad. This could be bad. Oh god. God. God, you can do this while running. One. Where's that other little fuck? Come here, you. Gotcha. So we're at a factory? Come on. Interesting. Should I come back and check this place out more directly? I didn't even notice this was here. Huh, looks like some people didn't make it out of work. Huh. Now for a big area like this. Oh shit. That was about to get hairy. There's a lot in that building. Holy cheese. They're gonna bring that whole thing down. Jeez, man. Look at that. And they just come. They're just pouring on out. Alright. So we know this place is here. It's a good place to note. And now that we're also closer to the wastelands, we can easily come back here. But while I head back, I am going to grab as much of this as I possibly can carry. Or before my time runs out. I'm definitely coming back here for all this scrap metal. This is like Iron Hunter's gold mine. But yeah. Other than that, this is going to be not going to be the greatest starts to a season, but at least it's going to be a start. I had to get it done. It's been a couple of weeks since I played the game, and I did have to get to it, considering this is my most popular series. So, anyway, grab as much of this as I possibly can get, because I'm pretty sure that this is one of the main ingredients to concrete now. They changed the recipe from, I think it was just, I think this stuff used to just be concrete right away when you ground it up. But now it changes into gravel, which you have to mix with sand. So, I guess we'll have a little bit of changing up to do, but considering we live in a desert, sand should not be difficult to come by. Now I gotta go. I'm running out of food too. Time to leg it. Leg it, not leg it. Yeah, I'm not far. I'm not too far. This is why I picked this location. Fairly central. Hearing all those snake sound effects really unnerves me sometimes. I'm afraid I'm going to get bit. Here's our town, which means that our home isn't too far away. Sun's still relatively high in the sky, so we're not too bad. That looks very square. Huh. That's kind of cool. Looks like an actual house or something. Now that I've let the stamina reach in a little bit. Book it back. I'll have to go check that and recheck my spawn theory, because I have very thoroughly looted that cluster of homes. But we'll have to see. Alright, there's our home for this, for at least for now. We'll see how well it holds up for the long haul, or if zombies are just gonna knock it down. Ah, damn shrubs. I do like this place for the fact that I can kind of parkour my way up here myself. For zombies, it's not as viable. Thank you for more feathers for my crossbow bolts. And now I'm gonna head inside. I need to figure out how to get rid of these stupid shrubs. Because these shrubs have a weird geometry thing to them, which I don't understand. Anyway. So, looking at what we got for our trip today. Good little bit of scrap metal. I can turn these into more scrap metal, considering that I don't... Holy hubcaps. I could make hubcap mines with those, but I'm not going to. I'm going to turn them into iron right now. Radiator makes bronze, which is awesome. And lots of these cinder blocks. Considering I don't use these knives for anything, I'm going to turn them into more iron. Stack that into there. That's automatically going to turn to books. That's plenty for that. Wooden spikes, I'm just going to get rid of at some point. I don't know where, don't really care. I got some more water to stick in there. Gas cans, I'll put those in there. Stack those with my other gas cans for when I get some good stuff. So yeah, just make sure I'm nice and sorted. Now, do I have any actual sand in here? I don't. Well, it is a desert, so I'm sure I will get sand. I'm undetected. Good. Oh yeah, I found a weird bug that I'm not sure. I'm gonna check to see if they fixed it. So what you could do in this version is you could actually fill a bucket of water, I believe. You could, anyway. Huh. You used to be able to fill a bucket of water that way. What the hell? Am I going bonkers? What? What's going on? I think I just broke my brain, folks. I think I just split 2 buckets into 4, and I don't know how I did it. I'm very confused. I don't know. I'm really confused. My brain. Alright, well, it's the end of the first night of the series, or the end of the first day, and I'm just going to take a few minutes to store away my stuff. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. This has been episode 1 of season 2 of my Let's Play 7 Days to Die. I hope you stay tuned for the up and coming episodes, and I hope that I will keep you mildly entertained for the next little while. Anyway, thank you for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, post suggestions for future games, and until next time, we will see you soon.